Welcome back, people. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Happy Tuesday. What was this? Drops. Subscribe to Crunchyroll to earn drops. You get drops in game. Well, every time I stream Star Wars: Your Republic, it gets this shit. Welcome back, people. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Glad to be with all of you once again. Earlier this time, yes, I wanted to compensate a bit for the for last week that I started later in both on Tuesday and Thursday. I started later on both days, so I wanted to compensate, make it up for you because of that. So perfect, perfect. So magnificent, everything seems to be working perfectly. Don't worry, I have the game ready right here. I've already adjusted my crazy surround sound because I saw that some of the streams sadly it didn't work. When you listen to that echo in some of the previous streams, I think they were only two. It's because of the sound system. But let me see. Here we go. I had that there. So bear with me a bit. We'll farm a bit as I establish the topic of analysis for today. What's the plan that we're going to do? I want to finish because I said I had another game for analysis, people. I have the other game for analysis. I have the Ultimate 3DS Showcase, and I have the rest of the things that we are going to do. We are going to analyze the next game. Very underrated as well. But first, I want to finally be done with at least Knights of the Fallen Empire. Then we can use only one game of the week to do this Eternal Throne stuff, the other story that they created there. Because I'm locked out of my companions in game, and since I only do them on stream, I'm kind of like limited in other activities in game because of that. As you can see, I subscribed to the game. I subbed and I very rapidly made it to level 80 thanks to the invaluable help of some in-game friends. Yes, people don't think that I was recognized because of all of the massacres that I did back in 2015 and all of the PvP that I did. No, not because of that. It was a completely different server, completely different people. It's not like that. Don't think that I'm some kind of crazy rockstar, something like that. Please, now on. It's just, it's just that it's not a complete mess to be around me. It's just that. It's just that I'm kind in game, and for example, I don't insult people, and I get along with all of the ones that all of the people that I meet and I duel, and because of that, I received an insane amount of help that I tried to repay and everything constantly. But well, people in the game are still, just as I remember it, very kind. I always say it for every person that is maybe a bit mean, there's 10 that are not. And yeah, and pretty much that's all I can say in my defense is that maybe the only thing that people may recognize is sometimes a bit my DPS, nothing else. My damage per second, nothing else. I promise, nothing else. I'm not some crazy top ranked player or those shits. Nothing like that. But yeah, pretty much the thing is that I get along with people very well, like with all of you here on stream, and I received a lot of help, and because of that, as you can see, my abilities changed and everything, and because of that, I am pretty much I advanced a lot in terms of getting to the final PvP record. Basically, people wanted to PvP with. My friends wanted to PvP with. Basically, that's the idea. That's the idea. And after I'm done with the story, we'll do so. But first, I want to push to finally finish the Knights of the Fallen Empire story once and for all. I won't be capped at level 70 because you could see what happened last time. That thanks Bane Death, if you are watching this as a YouTube bot or a Twitch bot, that that you helped me there again last time. Um, it wasn't just Hop on Me who helped me. It wasn't just Bane Death. They were in-game friends that are not on the stream. So that's the thing, and pretty much because of that, I got the end game. Well, not the end game. The level 80 gear, I still have to improve it a lot, but I got the basic level 80 gear, as far as I understand. So far, a lot of things have changed, and we will PvP at final level, just like I did back then. That's the idea. I didn't want to subscribe, not because of a problem of money, but because you had to farm a lot for the augments, and I just didn't have enough time. But well, with the insane amount of help that I received, that's a different story, and we'll be able to do all of those things. I still have a pending debt from 2015, from the old days, which is a mount, the Dreadmaster mount, the Wings of the Architect, and well, the almost impossible Dreadmaster crest, and then the gloves that I still need. And with that, my Dreadmaster set would be complete. But yeah, the point is, the most important one is precisely the Wings of the Architect. I don't know if you've seen them. They are the ones used by Dreadmaster Brontes. She uses them, and they are very, very cool. Okay. As you can see, I've updated. This is my HK companion. I on my own. This one, yes, was on my own. I increased the influence to 30 and gave him the Dreadmaster customization. I snagged an offer. That one was on my own. I had it lying around. I got an offer as I joined the game. I know it was some 2 weeks ago. I got an offer. I was waiting for it. I saw that it was always above the 1 million credits cap for preferred status. That's non-subscriber, and pretty much, pretty much. So yeah, the idea is that now, as you can see, my credits are uncapped over there, with the descriptions, of course. There you can see it. And I've been farming a lot on my own for that. I've unlocked a lot of legacy perks for all of my characters once they come. I basically upgraded everything. So with that, we should be able to tackle the Knights of the Fallen Empire. But first, bear with me. As you can see, these are timed daily quests I want to finish. You could see that last week I couldn't play a lot in-game, and also couldn't stream at the correct time. It shouldn't take more than some minutes. So yeah, I wanted to compensate today and on Thursday by arriving a bit earlier and doing everything. Because you know what's the problem? I got all of the gear and everything, but they stole my companions because of this stupid expansion. I just hope they gave them they give them back to me after all of this shit. I just hope they give them back to me after all of this shit. Not because of HK, because HK would be the one that is the one that I'm going to use, but because of the crafting, like for example, I had a Shara that was kind of like the Romance option for the Sith Inquisitor, and when you do all of that quest line, there's a higher chance. I remember I did back in 2015. There's a higher chance that you will get better crafting materials. Pretty much. See? That's economic interest in love. They got that right. That when you see that someone divorces because of that, well, it's the game replicates that shit perfectly. Like it's like that. You do the romance quest line just so you get better crafting results. There you have that. That one is terrible. One is terrible. Oh well, it does make sense. I also updated my Steam. I finally got my reusable Steam. Uh, my friends gave me this four on my gave me this gave me this four uh, precisely, and and pretty much and pretty much uh, I had the money to buy the reusable one ready, pretty much. Oh well, oh well, pretty much. I was saving for the reusable one, precisely. That's it. That's the thing. Okay, so people, the topic of analysis for today. Don't worry, this won't take long. We'll begin with Knights of the Fallen Empire soon. Just bear with me because, as you can see, these are timed quests. They are timed quests. They are timed heroics. This is pretty much just farming. And yes, since last week I couldn't do shit. I didn't have a lot of time to play and to spend time with you. I also wanted to share this one with you because I'm just finishing. I started before. This week I have time. I also had to even vote. There were midterm elections. There were midterm elections, sorry. Here last Sunday. So only after that, by the end of Sunday, I could do that. I had time to log and play. That's the thing. And well, fortunately this week should be much better. So people, topic of analysis for today. As you can read from the title description, let's stop with my insane love for this game. You all know it. You must be fed up of me doing that. We'll do the Ultimate 3DS Showcase. We will get to the next analysis. We will do everything. But first, let's get to the topic of analysis at hand as we finish Knights of the Fallen Empire. People. I also adjusted my rotation and got and finally got the so-called tactical thanks to the help of all of my friends. Here you can see a tactical. The tactical, this is the old set banners. When it rains it pours. Basically, every time I activate my false lightning, no need to use lightning strike. It has a 50% chance to cause a third, a second tick of creeping terror, which is absolutely brutal, because when you combine that with downfall that consumes two death marks, which is 15 extra damage per death mark, it's 30, and a double tick. So yeah, absolutely brutal. However, I'm not using it like that because in a war zone, in PvP combat, you have to switch targets constantly. And if you mark a target and then start with this rotation until you finish it with shock, is not the best option because then, anyways, you do the damage kind of like in retrospective with this rotation that I've designed. I'm still adapting to the huge difference that with level 80 timings, the timing causes the rotation to be affected severely. I'm still debating if, in my mind, if actually AoE targeting isn't better, not just because to farm damage, but also for single target damage, because now I am consuming the death marks much faster, because as you will see, like, as soon as I activate this, it consumes twice. But I made it in such a way that it does not consume them, because it's not needed with the shock, with the usage of shock that I have. Like, I don't know, the other option would be to actually not use shock, and I definitely don't like that. For me, that's not an option, because this one finishes off all of my dot damage, all of my damage over time, straight up. And this one, honestly, it's not good, because it just replaces lightning strike, and this one is honestly not needed, because immersion here, immersion pretty much uh, makes it brutal when combined with surging speed. What I could do is go for backlash plus this one, but it's not needed. It's not needed, honestly. So pretty much, I think technicalities for those who love the game. So pretty much, this rotation is the most balanced I could find with this new tactical. If I can make an improvement, I will show it. But well, let's get to the topic of analysis. As you can read from the title description, people, today I wanted to analyze the item system and how it affects replayability, not only in MMORPGs, but games in general, in RPG in general, in that sense. So, first we'll analyze both topics separately, and then we will switch to analyzing the rest, the relationship between them, and the rest of the subsequent elements that derive from them. But let's begin with the item system. Last time we talked about the fact I need one more for the weekly, right? Yeah, as you can see, it requires the same quest there. I need to do that. Sorry for the just 13 minutes. It cannot take me more than 20 minutes. It cannot take me more than 20 minutes. Don't worry. This one is very short. It's shorter than that one. That one was the longest one. Pretty much the idea is that in MMORPGs, generally, because of the influence of World of Warcraft, all MMORPGs in general adopted, and a lot of online RPG games in general, adopted the classic Blizzard system, item classification system. The classic Blizzard item classification system. Okay. So last time we analyzed the reward punishment economic system, and it's related to this topic. That's why I always analyze these two topics together: the item system and the economic reward punishment system. Just as a recap, for those of you who haven't watched the previous part over at YouTube, basically the idea is that, just like Sacred 2, just like Dark Souls, just like all successful RPG games that are amazing, there needs to be a negative proportion of the economic system, depending on the performance of the player in combat. To make the game addictive, and that's related to the replayability, precisely. To make the game addictive. That's the key of the topic. Let's not lose sight of that. So, in the case of Dark Souls, that is that you lose your souls when you go back to your corpse. In the case of World of Warcraft, you lose, in all of the games, not only World of Warcraft, in all of the games you lose the cost of opportunity. This is an economic concept. The amount of time that you spent going up to the boss, fighting the boss, and getting your ass handed to you because the boss beat you. The cost of opportunity. You lost the cost of opportunity, the time. the time that you could have spent farming or successfully looting the boss with all of the juicy loot that it has. Okay, the cost of opportunities. That's kind of like the general base negative proportion of the economic system that a game can create to enhance replayability and improve the abstract complexity of the gameplay mechanics, right? The boring topic that I always mention. Enhancing the abstract complexity of the gameplay mechanics because of our brains work through repetition, and the games that we play the most are the ones that we remember the most, pretty much. Okay, with that out of the way, in the case of Star Wars: Your Republic, you get the cost of opportunity and gear degradation, basically. It's a very, very low cost, so you are just sent back. This is just a stupid daily, there are no dialogues. Don't worry, don't worry. Just that. The amount of time that you respawn some meters away if you don't have a revive, or someone doesn't revive you, or whatever, and basically the gear degradation. Okay. You don't lose money, nothing crazy, like as I mentioned last time with the Ultima Online, the first MMORPG of all time, in which other players could loot your dead corpse as you died on the battlefield, pretty much. Quite brutal. Those were the days for masochists, I guess, at least. And yeah, someday we need to play Ultima Online. I have an offline modded version that we need to play. Just so you see the pain, just so we can experience the pain of our ancestors, people. Well, our ancestors. A lot of people, I bet they played Ultima Online, and the ancestor of the MMORPG genre, to be precise, in that sense. Okay. So you can appreciate more games, because otherwise you cannot appreciate more games. Okay. How's that related to the item system? Well, because of this very, very important topic that I always mention, the loot source. I know that I didn't include it in the title description because there's a limit to the amount of words that you can write in the title, but basically the source of the loot. As a developer, how do you encourage replayability through forcing the correct loot source for the player? Very, very abstract with those words. Let's get to more practical terms. What's more addictive? If I give you the best gear from a vendor, you just buy it, the player buys it after, I don't know, farming some currency, like I am doing right now for the PvP gear with these things. I PvP, I do multiplayer activities, and the vendor gives me the loot. Pretty much. That will be the system of Star Wars: Your Republic. The system in most offline games is actually the opposite. The loot progression is handled through a boss loot system. The best gear is directly looted from the most powerful bosses. There's a direct relation. I know this seems very stupid and abstract, like everyone takes all of these inventions for granted, but remember, as I always say, people, the inventions that we take for granted are those we're done. Are those that are the most important, pretty much, because you take it for granted. Why? Always get to the why, people, if you want to understand something. You take them for granted because they influence your life in such a way that is so irreplaceable. It's irreplaceable, and your brain pretty much feels forced to take it for granted because it's pretty much, as I said, indispensable. It's pretty much the the most. It's part of your life. It's part of your kind of like. It's so critical, so vital to your daily life that you take it for granted because of that, because it influences your life so much that you unconsciously take it for granted because of the degree of efficiency in the influence is that you take it for granted. Okay. Um, Damn. Still, no one is selling the gloves, the Dreadmaster gloves, kind of like separately. If someone is watching the stream and wants to have a sell, I am I am looking for the Dreadmaster gloves for the price. There were some before I subbed, but beyond a million caps, so I couldn't buy them. I should have bought them when I could. Now there's none of them. There will be time. We have 60 days to do that, and then otherwise I can sub again if I when I see the gloves I sub. Ah, you publish the gloves to sell. I sub. Okay, let's get to it, people. Where were we with Knights of the Fallen Empire? I have some here. We activate that shit. Here we have some class training, some shit. These are all things that I have to deal with as level 80. I'm using green, the lowest, pretty much. Endgame gear, it's still better than my gear. I just figured out the why people call this game now Space Barbie, because you untick this sheet and here you can assign outfits. I think this is pretty pathetic to the, like instead of this improvement they should have they removed the ranked player versus player combat. They don't add even more operations and they do this outfitting sheet just so people can play Space Barbie. I think it's pathetic with all of my patience and with all of my heart. This shit that they did with the game, yeah, pretty much feels like like an absolute sacrilege. But well, at least my companion looks good. But well, whatever. Let's get to it. Where was the stupid chapter stuff? This shit that they invented for the sorry, it was like I was mentioning this to my friends the other day that it was like unfreezing or defreezing. Unfreezing is the correct one, but unfreezing a caveman Sith Lord in my case. Okay, let's get to where is it? Chapters. I'm not used to this fucking interface. They also changed the interface. The old interface was much better. I tried to mimic it here, but here we go. We were here. No, not again the cinematic triggers. Go to hell. There we go. There we go, people. So, as I was mentioning, the item, the gear, and the item classification system. So, the source of the loot. Very important topic. MMORPGs like this one, the endgame gear is handled through vendors and materials, pretty much. Yeah, we were here, right? We were here. It's just that I cannot summon HK, right? Can I summon HK? Good. I can summon my Dreadmaster droid now. Perfect. Yeah, this is worth subbing. See, for example, you have to sub to to finally get my Dreadmaster droid. Okay, now I'm fully Dreadmaster. I just need the gloves and then farm for the wings. And then the crest is impossible. So I forget about the crest is impossible. So in that sense, I've already resigned all hope. Okay, we were here, right? Let's see how it works, because now it will scale. Now I see that that is even worse. That it scales even worse. Yeah, it's pretty much worse, because back then it scaled to shit. Yeah, it's worse. I knew some shit like this was going to happen. But no worries. No worries, people. No worries. All the eraser will be able to handle it. And if that's not enough, then we will just how much damage did we do? 49, and we're at, yeah, my health is back at that shit. Anyways, my gear rating should be higher. Alright, whatever. So we go back to this shitty what was it? Scaling.
Break off the attack.
Huh?
Get all forces to assist the mission team. Falling back, but we're heavily engaged. You're gonna have to hold out. We're on our own for now.
Alright, let's see.
Losing power.
I don't think so. Oh shit, I had already applied that one. Okay. My damage is more or less decent as always. The problem is that they kill me in 2 blows. That's a problem. It's more of a problem of surviving than anything else. No worries. My whole rotation life leeches. Yeah. The fact that I use life leech in a second part of the rotation could be a problem. Since this is PvE, I generally don't use it because I ran out of death marks. But in this case, I might need to. Hang on a second. Let me. Alright, but I changed the appearance to that shit again. I would need to once again fix all of that shit. I'm not doing that. Okay, we'll do it. We'll do it fucking manually. Let me just take a screenshot to remember my previous rotation. Groups of enemies are generally more dangerous. Let me change to AoE. Or not. Because I need to include that life leech. Will do. Don't worry, people. Don't worry. It's everything part of the plan. It's everything part of the plan. We will do it more or less like this. The damage will be lower. The damage will be lower. But the life leech will be almost immediate to compensate for the insane damage that I do. I'm kind of like going for a tankier sword build. I mean, just let's see. What the? Where's my companion?
Master.
Could it be that they unsummon HK as well? There we go. We do it like this. Aha, bitches. Oh, I think I see the problem. They unsummoned my HK last time. There we go. We do another leech. Shit, the affliction didn't work, but well, I survived there. No. Shit, is immune to damage? To knockdowns. Is immune to knockdowns or what? Why didn't that work? Why didn't that work? Sorry. Why didn't that work? Well, damn it. Ah, it's unsummoning my companion. The stupid shit. Wait. It's unsummoning my companion. It's unsummoning my companion. I cannot use HK. Shit. Shit, where was the catman that I was meant to use here? Stupid bitches. Where was it? It unsummons my companion. The crew skills here. What? Scripted companion. This one? The catman? Catman? Catman, please. Come back. Here you are. Arik Jorgen. There you go. There you go. Alright. Alright, he's at level 1. He's at level 1. That doesn't help as well. Can I give you some sheets so you level up a bit?
Nice.
Or whatever. Okay. Just don't get unsummoned. Don't get unsummoned. We'll use AoE to boost life leeching so we don't get killed. Yes. Don't you worry, people. Don't you worry. Good old Eraser has it under control. Good old Eraser has it under control. We'll do it.
You're going down.
I don't care about damage here. We'll just What the? We'll just care about immobilizing them like this, and like this, and the dots will do the rest. The dots will do the rest. I'm dealing less single target damage, but it will distribute the... I don't know, huh? I don't know, because I had to test this, because now that Force Lightning accelerates the Creeping Terror consumption, I need to measure if the amount of seconds you spend without reapplying... Ah, he got killed in one blow. Nice. Just what I needed. The amount of seconds you spend... Yeah. Oh, shit. I'll have to change to PvE as well. I will activate my flashbang. True, my flashbang there. Here we go. We don't need speed at all. Reduces the damage taken from periodic effects. We'll take that. Don't think these fuckers can immobilize me at all. Let's change to a nice PvE build. And don't tell me I also have to... I can... Thanks to my new toys here. Let me give the Cathar guy... No, I'll just give him... I'll just give him... Extra gifts. There we go. I'll just give him extra gifts if... Shit. Shit. I'll give him extra gifts only if it's unbearable. Like, I won't waste time going back to the fleet and giving this guy extra gifts unless it's unbearable. Let's just say 2. There's more people. Ah, probably 2 people. 2 people on instance. In this instance. Well, my gear degradation starts here. It's only one guy. Huh? What is it that I cannot change? There we go. Alright, we'll try this just for this one idiot. There you go. I don't think so. Shit. There you go, stay there. No, I want to paralyze him. Interrupt that shit. Oh shit. Let the dolls do the job. What? Shit. 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 Oh no. This is worse than at 70. This is worse than at 70. Stupid level 1 companions, they force you to go back to the stupid Imperial fleet and increase their stupid level. And increase their stupid level. Just for this shit. Alright. Let me summon HK. I'm not doing that shit. I'll just summon HK for this one. For this one NPC. The mission log. Ah, I cannot. Okay. Nice trick there. Okay. Okay, you scam. Okay.
Welcome to our market, potential customer.
All of the money that I farmed doing those
Thank you for your patronage.
quests lost because of this.
Nice.
I think I'll have
Nice.
to go to Imp Fleet and improve it. Let's go to Imp Fleet for a sec. Here, people, don't worry, I'll come back to this location. Should have done this before starting the stream with this cat, man. I wasn't expecting. I never thought that it would scale like this shit. Poof. Poof, 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 poof. Ah. Think I'll go back to my rotation. Think I'll have to go back to my rotation. This is not farming. This is kind of like the closest I've seen to PvP combat with a fucking NPC. Every blow deals 50% damage. Okay. 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 So to wrap up the topic of to start the second point of gear classification in games, the source of a loot, as I was mentioning. Don't worry, I'll have to buy this idiot some gifts. This Cathar guy some gifts. Was it here? I always forget this shit. No, it's the other one. The other deck. The other zone. The other section of Imperial Fleet. So yeah, pretty much the source of the loot can be like that. From the operation bosses. Where's the... What? Where's the Cathar guy? Where are you, scam? Where are you? Don't tell me you forced me to do it. To do it kind of like at level 1. Where are you going to summon? Nothing.
Weapons charged.
Fucking hell with it. Cannot summon the guy. They did it very well, so you don't so you cannot do. So you cannot. So waste your time back and forth. Well, alright, I'll resummon HK for each fight. No worries. I'll resummon my Dreadmaster droid. What happens if I do this shit?
I am at your command.
Yes, that's the point. Yeah, I'll leave the rotation like this for a bit.
Information for you, Master. Shall we continue liquidating the undesirables?
I'll leave the rotation like this, so all of the healing is done up front. And it's a bit more difficult for them to kill me, and I also will use Unity. I want to progress through this shit. I should have used Unity instead of losing 60k money. Silly me. If I do this...
Systems ready.
Good. Should do it. Can I... Yeah, I can. I'll lower his damage by 25% right from the beginning. I'll interrupt. Of course. There we go. Ah, he also has freaking stuns. Stay right there. Don't think so. Kill it. Nice. Nice. 50%, dealing 50% of my health in each blow is not enough to kill a Dreadmaster. It's not enough to kill a Dreadmaster. I'm saying this as a wink, as a cameo to the previous stream because I said, well, we'll see. Oh, there's another beach there because I said, let's see who's gonna win, the Brad Emperor Archon or Dreadmaster. Well, for this one, then we'll go for heroic moment, and he's going to eat a whole orbital strike. Paralyzed. There. There. Lower the damage. Paralyzed again. There. You'll die in place. Trust me, you ain't gonna touch me.
They just keep coming!
You ain't gonna touch me like that. You ain't going to touch me. You ain't gonna touch me. No. Okay. 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 There we go. Was a bit tricky. Let's see. What's that? I'll just have to focus, people. That's the thing. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I need to do the rest of the stories. Like... What now? Do I enter this stupid bunker? Red, yellow, green. Find a way past the force field. Yeah, what could it be? With three fucking colors. With three fucking colors. Can I mount in this shit? In this zone? No. With three fucking colors. Kind of like... tied to the force field door. What could it potentially be? Well, I'm gonna lose the heroic moment. What are you gonna do? I also reduced the cooldown of the rocket boost. Thanks to my friend Buzz there. Always huge thanks to him for helping me so much. If you're watching this as a YouTuber, always. And to hop on me for helping me last week. Well, Flying Energies! How's it going? How's it going, Flying Energies? Doing good there in Dragonsang Online? I never asked you if you do PvP or PvE. Like in this game, that is the one that I play most. I do PvP. I like player versus player combat. Not that much player versus environment. I like raids and those things. I need to do them. But yeah. Well, don't know if there's a player versus environment and PvP and player versus player there. How's it going there? I had to. I had to. Last week was terrible. Doing good. You? Magnificent. Magnificent. Had to... My... I had to vote last Sunday. Yeah, in Drakensang you have PvE and PvP, and which one you like the most? How are they? Are they balanced? I bet there's a crazy OP class for PvP like in this one. I bet there's a crazy PvP class that everyone abuses. It always happens the same. Regardless of the game, it's very difficult to balance that. That's a topic that I've discussed on stream, people. The balance of classes in MMORPGs has always been kind of like perpetually flawed. Zero balance. People play warrior, spin, and one-shot everything. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. It's always the same. See, the balance in MMORPG games, it's always the same. It's so incredibly difficult, that they never get it right. That derives from an old Dungeons and Dragons convention that is still present. It's still present, which is the fact that the ranged classes, the sorcerers in this case, or whatever, the magicians, were meant to be more powerful. But what happens? Precisely what he described regarding the warrior. That then, if it's not that, it's the opposite. Then they make us, I always play ranged, so squishy They make us so squishy that we get killed in one blow. Like that. All together. Like exactly the one shot that he described. Uh, precisely. It's either ranged dominate, like in this one, in Star Wars: The Republic, ranged dominates everything, and in and if it's not that, then it's squishy ranged, and they all get killed. But it has a very interesting origin. That it has a very interesting origin. The idea was originally that sorcerers were meant to be squishy initially. There it is. Meant to be squishy initially. Nice troll quest here they left for us. Is that enough, or do we probably need a third one? That they made sorcerers very squishy at the beginning, and then they would become kind of like almighty god powerful, like in Baldur's Gate, for example. So, wait, didn't the other one work down there? It should have worked. So yeah, that's the origin. That the warriors were meant to be
Weapons charged.
powerful at the beginning, and then not enough. Uh, not as powerful as the sorcerer or the magician deliberately. And now it's either that or the opposite. It's either this one. I am worried because this one should have affected one of the colors there. Um, huh, I don't know why. Maybe just the animation is bugged in that sense. Maybe just the animation is bugged. So yeah, pretty much. Balance has always been brutal in MMORPGs. Going back to the topic of analysis, people, the source of the loot is very important. The source of the loot is very important. As I search for the last panel, the source of the loot is very important. Why? Because it will be vital in creating that addictiveness, that potential. It has to be behind that one. That potential addictiveness in the player's mind. Pretty much. What's the best scenario out of these two that I'll comment to you? As I've said, getting the best loot from vendors, getting the best loot from vendors after farming like I am doing right now, as I mentioned, like this, with these crazy currencies that I just discovered by subbing, pretty much, there it is. Or from a crazy boss fight, for example. I fear one of them didn't work. I fear the first one didn't work. Would love to know why. It has to be that one. So what's the best source of the like that one? I am pretty sure that one should have worked. I will search for a third one, but I'm pretty sure it's that one. Maybe this one? No, I don't think so. But the point of the loot, it will give me time to develop the topic of analysis. The source of the loot, when it is precisely a huge boss that you want to kill and etc., and takes you a lot of time, the sense of reward is much better. It's pretty much the best. Maybe I just have to follow the... maybe I just have to follow this. I had to follow them. My bad. No, it's okay. Then why is there one more below? Plant the wire trap. Tap. There. There we go. I had to follow them. There. Okay. What? Unsummoned. Alright. That's dirty. That's dirty. They unsummon my They auto unsummon my companion. Break line of sight. There. That's why I love damage over time. They auto unsummon the HK. That's what killed me that time as well. Let me leech some life so we kill it. No. Darn it. They played me dirty there. They unsummoned my HK. They unsummoned my companion. I think I'll go back to my usual PvP rotation, huh? Because there I fell a bit short of damage. I'll go back to my rotation. Be much better. I'll go back to my rotation because otherwise... I'll go back to my rotation. Oh, this one here. Perfect. I'll go back to my rotation because I need a bit more of damage there. In that sense, people, as I've said, two systems. Either you buy the best gear or you loot it from a very powerful boss. Generally in offline RPG games, you choose to get the best loot from the bosses and call it a day. There we go. There we go. There we go. Perfect. I mean, you need to have a very tight rotation, huh? To out DPS these mobs. You need to have a pretty tight rotation, like... It's only because of how I'm combining the damage that it works, huh? Otherwise it would be impossible. 50% health in one blow.
The good news? It works.
And the bad.
They know we're here. Reinforcements are already inbound. We've got incoming. Brace for a fight, Havoc.
What? I'm summoning my companion. Nice, nice, nice. Kill it, kill it, kill it. Does the other one move? No, it doesn't. Let's see. Whoever designed this master mode, he really wanted to make it much harder than the usual single player content. But no matter. Hit. There we go. Break line of sight. Apply. There. Ah, they only react if you target them. Don't think so. Oh, damn it. Gonna target me here. I love what they did with the single player, huh? They solved it by just letting the mobs deal 50% of your health in one blow. Take that. I cannot imagine doing this with classes that... Well, yeah, my sniper could do it, and my Juggernaut as well. Juggernaut has a lot of defensive cooldowns. And in the case of a sniper, the amount of damage would be brutal. Let's see, that should be it. There we go. Nice hit. Nice hit, nice hit, nice hit. Let me free the face walk there. And resummon. Just in case they ambush us. Because they also unsummon your companion. Like that. They also summon your companion. Like that. Like you can see that they unsummon him. Oof. Quickly. Quickly. Good. That's right. You charge that. You charge that as I get rid of you.
Master.
That's why
Reloading.
it's always important to know how to interrupt. Okay. And now with HK shouldn't be a problem.
Only delays the inevitable.
It's getting crazy, huh, people? It's getting quite crazy, huh?
Incoming.
Look at that shit. That was 50% damage in one blow. So as I was mentioning, in terms of the analysis, the items, the source of the items is either
How's it looking in there?
the boss
It's not
or
pretty out here.
the vendor. Oh shit. Or the vendor. Can I hold them? I think I can hold them. If I triple stun them. If I triple stun them, I think I can hold them. With my force of storm. Don't let them. Shit, no. Cannot hold them. Shouldn't have stopped. I love it. The checkpoint is right inside of the bunker, so you are trapped. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's better like this than having those boring, easy, single-player quests just because it's an MMORPG. We'll have to kill that one fast. We'll have to kill that one fast. There we go. Yeah, I could adjust the rotation to also include the leech inside of it, and it would be a bit better. It would be a tiny bit better. A tiny bit better. So, in MMORPGs, generally, it's the opposite of offline RPG games. It's the opposite of offline RPG games, and in that sense, the source does not come from the bosses. It does not come from the bosses. The best loot. It does not come from the bosses, but through using those currencies, those special currencies, for that purpose. Why is it important to have an efficient source of the loot in your game? Because it's not the same just buying it from the vendors.
Reactivation complete.
It's not the same buying the best gear from the vendors than getting it from the best bosses, in that sense. For an offline RPG, it is essential that it works like that. It is essential that it works like that. Absolutely essential.
We're seeing a lot of action in the south corner. It's like it's raining sky troopers.
It's absolutely essential.
Boxed in. Can anyone
Sorry,
support
people, I don't want to lose more money because of this
us? Yeah, I got something
shit.
for
Oh
you.
boy.
Yeah.
Damn it, HK. He's dead. Oh no. I knew something like this was going to happen. He has a fucking shield, and I had to kill those knights. That's a lot. Oh, they made this quite tough, huh? But well, to wrap it up, the analysis, so I can concentrate on these people as I wait for the repair droid and the cooldowns. The point is that in offline RPGs you can do that, but in MMORPGs generally, there's a more there's a higher predominance of these currencies to buy the gear to prepare you for group content. That's the key. Group content indirectly affects the economic system of the game, specifically the source of the loot in MMORPGs. Think how in Sacred 2 the vendors are useless. At some point they become useless to get the best loot. In Baldur's Gate, see that it's a constant. In Diablo 2, in Titan Quest, all of the vendors are useless at some point. They are absolutely useless at some point. They turn into they are obsolete at some point. So yes, pretty much they become completely obsolete. That's the key. So because of that, we can see a clear difference between the source of the loot in MMORPGs, in the style created by World of Warcraft, and offline either isometric action RPG, classic RPG, or modern RPG. Diablo, in the case of isometric action RPG, Baldur's Gate, the same, classic RPG, or any modern RPG like The Witcher 3. In all of those offline RPGs in general, the source of the loot is different when compared to MMORPGs because of the group content that requires you to buy some stuff with recommendations and everything because of the group activities. Okay, with that second point out of the way, let's get into the third point of the economic item system of the analysis. World of Warcraft. We have to cite the giant behemoth killer of all other MMORPGs that basically established brought brought the classic Blizzard gear classification system to this genre from Warcraft 3, from the RPG elements of Warcraft 3, with having the gear just like you can see, either green, common is white, green, blue, purple, and in Star Wars: The Republic the maximum was purple back when I played. Now, as you can see there, it's gold. In the case of this game, it's determined by the augments, not the augment, by the modifications, by the item modification slots here, these three, and of course also the augment. There you can see that. So Blizzard pretty much popularized the its classic gear classification system in MMORPGs post 2004. Post 2004. Um, uh, the thing is that brings consequences, just like in Warcraft. It makes the MMORPG very grindy, regardless of the case. The Blizzard classification system is very extremely grindy in that sense. It's extremely grindy, as you can see here. And well, I'll get to the third point after I do another try of the boss. So, cannot be interrupted and cannot be stunned. Okay. Then it needs to be pure damage. Okay. I'll save the... Wait a second, people. I'll save the heroic moment for the mobs. And this as well. I'll bring them there and then trigger the heroic moment in such a way that I will dispatch the mobs as fast as possible. That's the key. That's what we're going to do. See if like that I can round them and kill them uh there. And kill them there. Pretty much. Okay, let's do it. Okay. we will do it like this. I will deal all of the damage. Then when the mobs spawn, I trigger everything. The question is if I can survive this without the mobs spawning. Let's see. I will not do that. I'll need all of the damage. I'll activate all of the damage with the other ones for now. I'll do it like this.
We're seeing a lot of action in the
What
south
about
corner.
this?
It's like it's raining
Can I kill
sky
this? There.
troopers. We're boxed in.
Ah, they
Can
just
anyone
self-destruct.
Shutdown imminent.
Ah, shit. They killed HK. It was quite close. Alright. Oh, wait. This is even more effective. I can break the line of sight like this. There are some that deal damage. Okay. It's a bit tricky. It's a bit tricky. It's a bit tricky. Alright. It's a bit tricky. I get the point. It's a bit tricky. But no worries. It's a bit tricky. I see. You have to use the boxes to break the line of sight. And bring him to where you are. Maybe I should destroy the turrets to reduce the overall damage then. Well. Let me repair my gear.
We hope our inventory will meet your needs. Thank you for your patronage. Welcome to our market.
Hold on, people. Hold on. Let's put a stop on the analysis for a sec.
Thank you for your patronage.
Then we go back to it. But first, this is the place with the most crates. So I should engage from here. It's perfect to break line of sight. Let's see. Let's start slow. No, he cannot kill me on his own.
It's like it's raining sky troopers.
Well, that one of course could kill me.
Boxed in. Can
Maintenance
anyone support us?
required.
What? I need to ensure I retain the aggro of the boss. What are you doing, HK? Who are you attacking?
Yeah, I got something
Attack me.
for ya.
All of you attack me.
Huh? Yeah.
Oh no.
Shutdown imminent.
Shit, they killed it. Oh no, it's those guys. I cannot kill both of them like that. I'll have to wear them. No shit, they are immune to knockdowns. They are not immune, but they attack. It's I just hate Overload. Maybe over here it's a better spot for the phase walk. Maybe. Can't I just focus on the boss and hope to survive? I don't think so. I could try just focusing on the boss, but yeah. The problem is that they kill HK, not me. I need to retain more aggro. This spot is perfect. Well, unless I get stuck.
What efficiency.
We're seeing a lot of action in the south corner.
Passive
It's like
HK,
it's raining
come
sky
over here.
troopers.
We'll bring the idiots to us.
We're boxed in. Can anyone support us?
Ah, there. There you are, scum.
Systems failing.
Reactivate.
Shutdown imminent.
No shutdown. You're attacking me. Ah, they also pull. What? What the fuck? That one. That one is the one killing him. I need to retain the aggro. There they are.
Yeah, I got something for you. Oh, you too, huh? Yeah.
Shit. The other stupid turret should be dead. Now! No. No. No, I cannot stop those two knights. I'll have to focus and try to burn through the shield. I'll have to try to burn through the shield. I'll just have to burn through the shield. Baindeath, how's it going, man? It didn't cause the unfollow. What ya doing? How's it going? Happy to see ya. Well, I subbed after a long, painful hell through customer support that in the end didn't work. The original website is broken. I had to sub through Steam, made it to 80 with some friends, and pretty much trying to finally finish this. Do I recover my companions by the end of Knights of the Fallen Empire? Do you happen to know? Because I wasn't expecting that curveball that you lose all of your companions. But well, I subbed and well, I got my HK Dread Master customization droid there. One thing before I forget, Baindeath. Because when I met you, you mentioned the operations that you, just like me, you could never do it. You have to go on missions to get them back. These. Wait. These things. You do these to get them back. These alerts, these contacts. And here I thought they were going to hand them over back to me. Okay, I lost my crafters. Nice, nice, nice. Well, fortunately, I always loved HK. Okay, okay, thank you. Regarding the operations, because when we met the first time, if you remember, you also mentioned to me, it's the hat guy, and it's called to find a Finesman. I did that one by the end of the previous stream, right when you left, but they didn't give them all back to me. Like they gave me this guy to find this one, and maybe I need to do more of them. Maybe I need to do more of them. Maybe I need to do more of them. Oh well, no worries. Regarding the operations, Baindeath, because you mentioned it that you couldn't do them, just like me when we first met. If you like, I am organizing because, as you can see, my Dreadmaster costume. I have a pending debt with this game, which is the wings of the Architect for full Dreadmaster armor. There may be a thing on your ship to get them back. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Regarding the operations, because I'm lacking the wings of the Architect, it's a pending debt since 2015 for me, 10 years. If I organize an operation, if you like, give me, because with some friends I wanted to do the operations to farm for the wings of the Architect for me, but also to finally play the operations that I couldn't play back in the day. If you like, give me the names of your tunes that you want for the operations besides Hop on Me, that was the other one. And if I see that you are online and we are doing the operation, I can invite you. Would you like to do the operations or what? You could do them with us if you like. I promise you, no crazy elitist psychos like we debated the other day. I promise you that, because I also wouldn't tolerate any crazy psycho. Um, and pretty much all respectful people, if you like. Because you mentioned to me that you also couldn't do the operations, and I also couldn't, and well, pretty much that's the thing. That's the thing. If you like, you can send me a friend request or something, with the tune, and we can do the operations. No problem. Like with 4 or 5 of us for story mode should be more than enough. Should be more than enough in that sense. Pretty much. Now let's see if I can cut through the damage. See if I can cut through the damage there. Let's see if I can cut through the damage of that through the shield. Sorry, with my damage. Yeah, pretty much. So there's a thing on my ship to get them back. Okay, let's do it. I'll just target that one. I'll go full for the boss. Let's see if I can beat it.
Make a mark, you. Nothing personal.
Now I read, huh? Now I read it. Sorry, it's just that I want to kill this one. Now I read it.
A lot of action in the south corner. It's like it's raining sky troopers.
Let's see if I can do it. If I can do this, people, I'll feel very well with myself. Oh shit. I shouldn't have done that. Shit. Hey, that works. I love to. I just have a weird sleep schedule, but Hop on Me, Eskid, and Tyrone are the ones I like to go on. Perfect. No, don't worry. Don't worry with the sleep schedule. If they are on and I'm doing the operation, I send you, or I can even send you a mail with more or less the time. I use the U.S. East Coast time zone, so yeah, pretty much. Okay, so Hop on Me. You'd like Hop on Me, the Sorcerer, Easy Kid. I also I can assist you. No, I'm close with this one. Let me try 2 more times and see if I can. The scaling is broken, but yeah. So Hop on Me, Easy Kid, and Tyrone are the ones I'd like to go on. Perfect. I just subbed. I have 60 days. I couldn't sub through the website, but I could through Steam, so I have 60 days. I want to get the Wings of the Architect. If I don't, then I will sub again. But well, by then I think I'll have all of the gear, and I have artifact equipment authorization from back from 2012. And let me do some tries, and then I'll appreciate your help. Let me do 1 or 2 more tries with this one. I want to see if I can cut through that shield. But yeah. I love the wings as well. Well, with even more reason. So yeah, in my case, it's the last part to kind of like be complete Dreadmaster. So no problem. We can farm for them. I have friends that are helping me get used to all of the shit that they changed in this game. I know why. Yesterday, as I was PvPing, I know why they call this game Space Barbie now. I know why they call them Space Barbie. I told my friends yesterday that as you can see, I'm using the most basic level 80 gear. They gave me the money, everything, the augments and everything, and told me what to do. The most basic endgame gear, pretty much. Here's all of my classic gear that I have always used for all of the time that I play the game. And now, yesterday I said I was looking like this. No, not like this. Like this. Like this. I was looking like this. And I said, and they told me, why didn't you go? They told me, go back to your gear. We want the old gear. Why don't you? I said, what am I going to insert in my gear? If it's green gear, it has no modables. And pretty much, I discovered that now you can use all of your gear there. You can use all of your gear there, and then it's kind of like a second layer on top of that one. Alright, you logged in, Bane Death. Alright. I accept the health. No worries. I accept the health. It'll be faster. I'll. It's just that you'll get the cinematics. Look good using it. Thank you. Yeah, no, I feel naked without my old mask and everything. It's a gift from my guildies because I helped them in PvP and these ones as well. Let me invite you. Thanks for the help always. And well, yeah, the robot has killed me several times by now. So yeah, pretty much. I can try it one more time solo as you get here. Anyways, I'm trying one more time. It's just that I cannot cut through that crazy shield. Let's see if I can kill that thing. Maybe if I know, if I activate...
We're seeing a lot of action in the south corner. It's like it's
What about
raining
this?
sky troopers.
Systems failing. Repairs
We're boxed
needed.
in. Can anyone support us?
Shit. That's not good.
Yeah, I got something for you. Oh, you
What
too,
about this?
huh? Yeah.
Can I kill that thing? Maybe if I run and avoid the other crazy guys and life leech a bit. I'm still dealing some damage if I just run like crazy. Darn it, break line of sight. With heroic moment I could have been quite... I might have been able to do it, huh? Okay, good. So, I'll Easy Kid and Tyrone. Okay. Okay. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Perfect, those three. So I will... Then you can... Okay, then you can... There. I got the names. Or then you can log on them for a second and I send them the friend request. Perfect. Okay. Magnificent.
I am at your command.
Magnificent. Also, people remember as a collateral effect, completing this shit on master mode will give me the cartel coins to bring my sniper that hits harder than my sword to the server. I'm quite close. Could just be 15 days, and my sniper should be here, ready for action. Let me try... Well, I don't have Unity, but Heroic Moment would heal me like that. Could try it without Unity. Well, let's see. Let me try this shit again.
Barrage protocol activated.
If I just play
Seeing a
with
lot of
the
action in the south corner. It's like
with
it's
the line
raining
of
sky
sight,
troopers.
I don't think so. HK passive.
Can
There.
anyone support us?
Come with me. Break the line of sight. Break the line of sight.
Losing power.
Yeah, I got something for you. Oh, you too, huh? Yeah.
We move them here. Now we move them here. And now, hopefully, HK followed me. And he's dead. Oh no. Cannot even cast that shit. Shit. Damn it. Damn it. Yeah. It's brutal. I bet my Juggernaut could do it, but only because of the defensive cooldowns. A Juggernaut with a Skunk tank would be the only combo that could do it. Pretty much. But yeah. I've already wasted enough money, I think, for this shit. It's more for because of the money than anything else.
Reloading.
It scales brutally here, huh? 280. 270 was worse, but yeah, pretty much. Also, the fact that that I just hit 80 yesterday doesn't help, I guess. Well, to wrap up the analysis, people, as my cooldowns finish and Bane Death arrives. To wrap up the analysis for today, the classic Blizzard item classification system has a direct impact on the degree of efficiency, of the item system of the game and the psychological impact it has on the player. As I mentioned 2 streams ago, it is a classic part of the South Korean culture. You can see it in MMO, precisely in mmorpgs and everything. For the game to be grindy and for money to be a valid element to use for your advantage. Basically, the stupid microtransactions that we hate so much here in the West. In the West, for us, here in the Americas or even in Europe, it's kind of like for Western culture, microtransactions are shit, rightfully so, of course. But there is it's a valid way of improving. So the classic Blizzard item classification system, and I think it negatively impacted, multiplied, made it potentially worse the grindy system of South Korean MMORPGs. In that sense, it made it much worse. Much worse. So in that sense, there you can see a negative proportion of the economic system of the game. Why? Because if you combine that culture that I mentioned 2 streams ago of microtransactions with the classic Blizzard item classification system, white, green, blue, purple, gold, and I think in World of Warcraft there is even an orange one that is beyond that, like in Borderlands, pretty much. If you combine that system with the microtransactions, you end up multiplying the pay to win elements to a degree that is negative. For example, Star Wars: New Republic only had purple back when I played. Now I discovered that they added gold. All right, well, that's good. Okay, but in some cases, for example, think about Diablo 3. It gets to orange. There are different shades of orange, like in Borderlands. It's very grindy. The same with Borderlands. So, at the end of the day, if you have only that, but no microtransactions, well, alright, it's like Borderlands. It's okay, there are no microtransactions. But in the case of this game, the economy and the items, in the case of Star Wars: New Republic and World of Warcraft, they make those two systems converge. The pay-to-win microtransactions plus the added grindiness, let's say, of the classic Blizzard item classification system, of having so many shades of colors to improve your gear in that sense. Okay, this has other impacts. The one that you see as the second one in the title description that I wanted to mention, the replayability. It doesn't have replayability, that's a positive aspect. I have no clue how to get to you. Maybe it's a face. Hang on a second. Maybe I think I have a allow group to personal face. No, but you could enter the other day. But maybe it wasn't a face. Allow access to same class personal face. There. It should be that one. And now I need to get out of this. Of this one. One should have turned a green. One of the entrances in this jungle. And group summon. Hey, it's true. It's kind of like an isolated instance. Ah, it's like an isolated instance.
I am at your command.
Ouch. Aha. Damn. Well, looks like this boss is a hard... It's a hard cap. Okay. Here's the whole map. Mm, 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 mm. So I was just dropped in here. I think I was just dropped in here. I see you on map, but I don't see how to get there. Hmm. Yeah, I also see you on map. There I saw ya. Like there. Uh, Endless swamp. Yes. It must be an isolated instance, huh? People, looks like we... Oh, how much time? Oh, I have 3 hours left. Time for endless suffering for me, people. Time for endless suffering for me. I guess, well, and all of you watching me struggle, I guess. Looks like an isolated instance. Just this fight. Huh. Maybe if I quit and launch the chapter, if I exit the wait, what if I exit the zone and relaunch the chapter and not the whole chapter? It will send me back here. What happens if I do that? If I get out of the instance and relaunch the chapter? Okay, I do that, and now I cannot enter again, of course. So I just do it like this, and hang on a second. Maybe you need to share this sheet or what? No, cannot share this mission. Damn. And relaunch it. Sends me back to here. No. Wait, there is that transport. There is that transport. What do you mean? The one that you just saw. I can go back there. Or one that you saw. Maybe? Yeah, where does it take you? I think it's just a network of hang on. What? Stop it. What's going on? What the game exploded. My abilities, please. And the sound disappeared. Let me see. What the fuck? God damn it. What happened? My connection is alright. What happened to the sound? I think it bugged. What the? What happened? It takes me there. Only one option to the previous camp. But the map is isolated. It's like that island there. What happened to the sound? No, if I were offline, I would have a cross. Yeah, yeah. Where does it take you? There. The sound died. It takes me here. It takes me here. Like this is the connection. But yeah, the problem is that then I think the story map has no connection because it's there, and I don't see any. Maybe here, maybe like this could be that one, I guess. Could be that one, like entering that one. I can try to make the journey like through here like this up there. Maybe the only entrance I can see. Like I see you there. Yeah, definitely the transport connects where you are and where I am if you discover this zone. Hey, what happened to the sound? What's going on? Huh? I need to reactivate that. Found it. Yeah, but I don't. Ah, there you are. But I don't. Give me a sec. Give me a sec because the game. Give me one sec because the game has no sound here. I don't know. I don't know how. Give me one sec, please. Please, paint this. One sec. Because it has no sound in on the stream. What the? What's wrong with you? Found it. Okay, okay, okay. Perfect. Yeah, you found me. Well, whatever. What happened to the sound? Listen to the sound of the game. Don't worry, don't worry. I'll. Well, whatever. I'll. What the? What on earth? What on earth? Well, well. Let us beat the boss, then I can deal with the sound. But then maybe it will trigger a dialogue or some shit like that. Well, you can try if you can access the zone if we go through here first. Let's try to see that. Then I can restart the game a sec. So let's see if through here. Let's see if through here it works. By the way, another thing I forgot last week, regarding card games that you mentioned that you loved card games. I have one that you'll never forget if you wanna try it. It's called Pocket Card Jockey. Jockey, like the horse racing. It's solitary. It's solitary the solitaire that you said you loved, but it's made by Nintendo. It was released on the 3DS, also on the Switch. You can even emulate it on PC. But you love it. Did you accidentally hit Control S? Could be. No, no, but no. Also, my preferences don't work. Like here, you can see I'm hitting it now. No, it imploded when I got out of that specific zone. Oh well, no worries. Then first I want to see if you can get there. Then I can just restart it somehow. Yep, it's like a very buggy zone. They said, well, let's do this isolated zone so the player can enter, get his story mission, and call it a day. And they said, well, who needs to debug the how it will affect the sound? So yeah, pretty much. They also didn't help me with subbing. I wouldn't have subbed. Yes, personal face. Here. it's red for me as well. So, looks like if I activate the chapter, if I launch the chapter, the sound comes back to the cinematic. I am instantly teleported to the bunker here. Damn. Damn. Shit. It's like... Ah, I cannot see you on the map from here. Or are you there? No, it's like an isolated island. It's like an isolated island. It's like an isolated island. Give me a second to restart the game, because otherwise without sound it's crazy. If I can. Give me a sec. Give me a sec I'll restart the game. I'll restart the game. Click my portrait and invite me. From here, it won't show. It shows just promote to leader and remove. Let me, because I couldn't share. But well, I'll try. I'll try. But last week, it was like that. Uh, it was pretty much like that. Give me a second to see if I restart the game and I get the sound back, because then it will be a problem for the rest of the stream. Like, don't know what happened there. But I tried that at the beginning. Should be an invite to face. I tried that at the beginning. I'll show you. I tried that some seconds ago. I tried, but yeah, it just said group to of course promote or remove. Like, in that sense, only those two options. Oh well. Should be an invite to face. Yeah, I'll try it. I'll try it. Don't want. Sorry, I don't want to delay. If you want to do any other activity in game, no worries. Leave at any moment without even telling me if you'd like. No worries at all. Just struggling with with this boss, because I bet the rest of it cannot be that terrible. I'll try it. I'll try it. I'll try it. Let's see if I can. Nah, I'm good. Okay. Uh, then perfect. I can. Then I will log into those other tunes for the ops. Then, if by the end of the stream we can do it or something like that. Let me change so I don't make my password public, people. So and everything, and my Steam account and everything. The game, as I was saying, it was broken. I couldn't sub through the through the official website, as I used to do back in 2015. Only through Steam. Rest of it is broken. So yeah. Pretty much. As I was mentioning to you, Baindeth, I highly suggest you a game. If you play Pocket Card Jockey, you won't play normal solitary ever again. You won't ever again. I forgot to recommend you that game. It's made by Nintendo, so it's exclusive in that sense to the Switch and the 3DS. That can be a problem, but once you play that game, if you like solitary, it's much better than Balatro, that this modern shit that they released. There we go. This modern shit that they released, you won't be able to put it down. I have it on my 3DS, not the Switch, and yeah, pretty much. Pocket Card Jockey. I recommend it to everyone. If you like solitary classic card games instead of collectible card games, Pocket Card Jockey, it's infinite. First of all, in terms of replayability, it's infinite. Second, it puts the pressure that solitary maybe does not. Alright, I'm gonna lurk for you. I got an invite for some Warbus. No worry, Baindeth. Don't worry. No worries. Whenever you like, do your Warbusses, your dailies, everything. No worries. Whenever you like, you tell me and everything. And thanks, of course, for lurking and your company always. No worries, no worries, no worries, no worries. And sorry if I delayed you with. Sorry I couldn't help you. No, 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 no worries, no worries. Sorry, sorry, sorry that I made you waste time coming over here. No, 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 don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. I know everyone has limited time to play the game. No worries, no worries. You, the most irreplaceable gift anyone can give me is just spending time with me during the stream. No, 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 no. No, don't worry about that. And thank you for that, and even everything that you refollowed when the crazy anti conservatives cause that shit. No, 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 no. I'll do it. No worries. No worries. So here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Perfect. Let me go for face walk here, people. I have to cut through that shield. Let me see if I can cut through that shield. Besides, I don't think the instance would have allowed it anyways. I don't think the instance would have allowed it anyways. So, getting back to the analysis and we'll pause it until I can kill the boss. I need to concentrate. It's been a while since I've been pushed this much with this boss. I'll show you. Let me review the skill tree. Shall we? Because at this point I cannot execute Plague Master. I'll do something very, very... I need to do something very, very tanky. First, I'll enhance force speed to the maximum. They don't deal periodic damage. But just in case, I'll leave that one there. I'll enhance the amount of time for force speed. Torturous Tactics is for PvP. Won't work. I'll change it to Defiance. You will see, people, this stupid NPC boss won't best me. And then... yeah, we'll leave Downfall there. We'll leave Downfall there. I'll just drop the dots and accelerate the consumption with the tactical. I'll just drop the dots, breaking the line of sight. Let's see. It's just dots. Then I can cut through that shield. No worries, people.
We hope our inventory will meet
I
your
will...
needs. Thank you for your patronage.
Let me review the skill tree. I will push it to the maximum. For PvE would be not used to this shit. They won't. They don't have any movement impairing effects. Face walk, yes. Cannot interrupt that shit. Perfect, perfect. 3% damage reduction. Critical damage will give me that constantly, that increased defense. And the rest should be life leeching. I need to make the rotation short. I'll need to make the rotation short and full of dots. So we'll do it like this, like this, like this, like that. Yeah, I won't be able to use Force Lightning. That's the thing. 2 seconds stopping would allow those Knights of Sakul to kill me. Alright. We can cut the rotation in half. Periodic damage reduces blah 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 blah. Since I won't be able to do that, I'll change to Unrelenting Affliction, of course. And we'll boost force speed to the maximum. They engage in melee, so I will make them perpetually. I'll get to this one. They don't have any periodic damage over time. I'll boost force speed to the maximum so they cannot even touch me. Let's see. Here goes nothing. Sorry I stopped the analysis before, by the way, huh? I should have saved the polarity shift. Let's just...
We're seeing
I'll
a lot of
just
action in the
let...
south quarter. It's like it's raining sky troopers.
Passive HK there.
Cover you, Master.
We're boxed in. Can anyone support us?
Just let the dots do their job.
Repairs needed.
They killed HK.
Something for you. Oh, you too, huh?
Alright, alright. Yep, shit. I think I have the formula though, huh? I think I have the formula. I think I have the formula.
Master.
I think I have the formula. Because if I hit them with Death Field, then the criticals will be... Or is it, or does it have a hard cap? No, can only occur every 5 seconds. Okay, so it's 9 seconds. It's 9 seconds. Alright. No matter. I need to practice anyways.
Body count rising.
I need to protect HK more than me.
We're seeing a lot of action in the south quarter. It's like it's raining sky troopers.
There I had time for that. HK, get out.
Can anyone support us? Yeah, I got something for
Good.
you. Oh, you too, huh?
Aha! Now I trigger this, I trigger this, I trigger this. And now, let's see if I can survive. If I can survive this shit. Damn, if I had survived that. Not enough time for orbital strike. Not enough time for orbital strike. Anyways, I don't think killing those knights would help it, but I'm close. I'm close. I just need to delay the dots as much as possible. To prolong them, sorry. I have to prolong the dots as much as possible.
Body count rising.
If I can prolong the dots, even with green gear, I can do it. I don't know if there are any. I bet there are not many recordings of you. At least it will be unique. There are not many recordings on YouTube of someone with green gear beating the shit on master mode. At least that will make it unique. That's the important part. Okay, let's see, people. Let's try it again. Without heroic moment. Just running and trying to avoid the knights.
Dead. Just lie down.
Let me see.
We're seeing a lot of action in the south quarter. It's like it's
Let me
raining
refresh
sky
them.
troopers.
We're
Maintenance
boxed in.
required.
Can anyone support us?
Passive. Stay passive
I
now.
will cover you, Master.
Now we trigger this.
Yeah, I got something for you. Oh, you too, huh?
He should be in passive. Good.
Repairs needed. Reloading. Ready.
Alright. Alright. He's already dead. I want to verify something. Can I outspeed them with this? Let me do my crazy tests, people. Can I outspeed them? Like this? Like slowly killing them? I cannot speed them, people. I cannot speed them. I cannot speed them.